Hello, and welcome back to Hitman. And in this series we will go back to where it all started, and this time round we will focus on completing as many of the challenges as we can on each and every one of the primary Hitman targets, with maybe a few interesting bonus kills on the way. Today we are in Miami for a double whammy of challenges, starting off with Days of Thunder for eliminating Sierra Knox in an explosion during the race, and the Redacted Shafted challenge, which entails throwing Robert Knox down a lift shaft. It took me a long time to figure out how to do this one as a silent assassin. So for this challenge we will be starting at the event entrance. We're going to have a proximity mine stashed up in the pit locker room. We're going to bring our ever trusty lockpick, some coins and a silenced pistol. So with all that said, let's get reacquainted with our target.
Are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. The fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. I will leave you to prepare.
So, right from the start and off the bat, what we are going to do for the most part essentially is the Dangerous Liaisons challenge. So we are going to make our way around the back of the billboard, vault over the wall, grab the hammer from the crate here, make our way round past the van where we find a toy on a dumpster. We're going to turn that toy on, which will distract the young lady at the front of the van, and when she goes to investigate we can make our way through the door at the end of the courtyard. So from here we can then duck straight into the window opposite us, and this is the security office. We're going to pass through this room and into the corridor beyond, and at the end of the corridor we find our outfit, and we're going to knock out the guard at the photocopier, drag him into the evidence room, hide him in the crate provided, take his outfit and collect up his gun if you haven't already. So from here we're just going to wait in the corridor for the enforcer. You can see just to my left there. He's eventually going to move away. He actually, I think, leaves that office completely. And when he moves, we can then enter into the office and collect the evidence locker combination, which is just on the table here in the corner. So once we've got that, we can make our way back into the corridor. We're going to select our silenced pistol, and we're going to take 2 shots at the surveillance system. The first is just to break the window. So once we've done that, we're going to make our way immediately back into the evidence room and the evidence locker. And in here we will find a car bomb and some documents. We're going to grab both of those before making our way out of the window, and we are now going to head down the paddock to the driver's locker area. So we do need to be aware that there are a number of patrolling enforcer guards in this area, but there are also plenty of crowds to get lost in. So we're just going to time our walk down to the center of the paddock with this guard here. When he turns and walks off, we can continue on freely. We're going to make our way into the driver's lounge and down the stairs into the locker room, and down here we have our proximity mine and a change of outfit and a key card. The only thing we require at the moment is the key card, so we're going to grab that, and then we're going to select our coins once we've passed through the room. Throw 1 coin at the bottom of the stairs to distract the guard at the top of the stairs, before making our way up said stairs and into the Kronstadt pit garage. And then in here we're going to approach the door on our right, and we're going to grab a second hammer, just by the generator here. We're then going to turn off that generator and turn it back on again, and hide behind this console here, and eventually one of the Kronstadt mechanics will come along to investigate, and when he has his back to us, we can then get behind him, render him unconscious. We're going to hide his body in the crate provided just behind us and take his outfit. So from here we're going to approach the pit garage, and just at the front where this tyre is here, we have three options available to us: the tyre, the fuel tank, or the toolbox. We've selected the toolbox and applied our car bomb to it, and when the pit stop happens we will then apply the car bomb to the car. There we go. So the bomb is in place. All that's left for us to do now is to contact Robert Knox. So we need to exit the Kronstadt pit, make our way back down into the locker room area, and then in here we will find the Kowloon pit garage or pit crew disguise, and just by the bench here we will also find our proximity sedative mine, which is the snail. So once we have all of that acquired, we need to retrace our steps back to the start of the level, the main entrance, again being aware of the patrolling enforcer guards. And they are relatively easy to get past. Like I said, there is a large contingency of people lying around or standing around, so getting past them isn't difficult. So once we are past all the guards, we're going to exit the event out onto the main road here, and just by the underpass leading under the track we will find a phone box, and we're going to call Robert Knox.
Yes?
This is the mechanic. The special component has been installed in the car and is ready for activation.
Excellent. Meet me shortly at the overpass. I'd like to handle this one personally.
All right.
So once we have called Robert Knox and agreed to meet him at the overpass, we're going to quickly select our proximity mine snail. We're going to make our way through the underpass and then double back towards the overpass entrance, and we want to get here as quickly as we can, so no slowing down for anyone. We're going to lockpick our way through the gate to the overpass and make our way up to the very top of the stairs, and we want to try and get here before Robert Knox does. Now the key to that is when we call Robert Knox that he is up on the most upper floor of the Kronstadt building, meaning it would take longer for him to get to this room. But we get here before him, and we're going to place our proximity mine just inside of the door there, and then we're going to hide in the closet provided with a hammer in hand, and eventually Robert Knox will come into this room. Usually Robert Knox will go to investigate the snail and get rendered unconscious, and we wait for the guard to go to wake him up and then render him unconscious with our hammer. This time round, however, Robert Knox sends the guard, so we're going to do things in reverse. So the guard is now unconscious. We are going to knock out Robert with the hammer, and we are going to throw Robert Knox down the lift shaft for the shafted redacted challenge.
Robert Knox down. Now for the heir to the Kronstadt Empire.
So with that taken care of, all that's left for us to do is to eliminate Sierra Knox in an explosion during the race, and as you know we have that all set up already. So all we have to do is select our detonator, wait for Sierra to come around the corner, and blow her to bits.
Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit and we'll speak again soon.
So that will get you the Days of Thunder challenge. So 2 challenges taken care of in one video. The Shafted Redacted challenge and the Days of Thunder challenge. I wanted to redo the Shafted challenge because in my previous video on it, it was a bit of a bloodbath. So there we go, 2 challenges taken care of. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.